So last week we had a wonderful discussion about Mother Lakshmi, how Mother Lakshmi appeared during the super excellent position of Lord Vishnu in comparison to all other personalities who are assembled during that Samudra Manthan episode. And finally, Mother Lakshmi chose Lord Ajita as her husband, as part of Swayamvar. Thus, she established Lord's supremost glories. So that we also saw that how from each sampradaya, the sampradaya acharya, how they established the philosophy, that absolute truth. Who is the absolute truth? So here Mother Lakshmi is establishing that Supreme Lord. So that episode is over, and everyone was there. Everyone was very happy seeing this wonderful ceremony of marriage between Lord Ajita and Mother Lakshmi. Then Mother Lakshmi took her residence on the chest of Lord Ajita, because now the entire event is about Samudra Manthan. There was no need for Mother Lakshmi to be there, so she took residence on Lord the chest of Lord Vishnu, so that they will continue their churning seva. Just like Garuda brought the mountain there, then disappeared from there, so that Vasuki can come and help them in churning the ocean. So like that, everyone is doing their respective part. Some people are participating, some people are simply witnessing from the sky, some people are staying at far distance as per the need of the hour. So now, afterwards, what happened is what is described. Now, we today will see that how Lord Dhanvantari will appear with a pot of nectar, and eventually how Mohini Murti will make sure that the Lord Ajita only will appear as a Mohini Murti and make sure that only Devatas will get the nectar, not the Asuras. So that part we'll try to discuss today. So we'll continue from text number 30 onwards. अतासीद्वारुणी देवी
Sidvaruणी देवी
कन्या कमललोचना
कन्या कमललोचना
असुरा जगृहुस्तां वै
असुरा जगृस्तं वै
हरेरनुमतेन ते.
हरेर अनुमतेन ते. Translation. Next appeared Varuni, the lotus-eyed goddess who controls drunkards. With the permission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the demons, headed by Bali Maharaj, took possession of this young girl.
So like that, from the very beginning, many things are appearing, starting with Alahal, then Uchchaishrava, Airavata, 8 elephants, 8 male elephants, 8 female elephants, Parijata tree, and then like that, so many things appeared. In between, Mother Lakshmi also appeared. Now appeared Varuni, the lotus-eyed goddess, a kind of liquor, which is the food for Varuna. That's why she is called Varuni. With the permission of the Supreme Lord, the demons headed by Bali Maharaja took possession of this young girl. Of course, the young girl is like personified form. Otherwise, the liquor appeared. Just like at the beginning, Halahal appeared. Now liquor appeared. So immediately the demons headed by Bali, they said, no, we want this, we want this. No, this is not for Devatas, this is for us. So they said, so Lord agreed, okay, take it. Lord looked at Devatas, Devatas agreed, and Asuras took it. Obviously, they are interested in that Varuni. So then, afterwards, what happened? Ato dader matyamanat
अथो दधेर्मथ्यमानात्
काश्यपैर अमृतार्तिभिः
काश्यपैरमृतार्तिभिः
उदतिष्ठन्महाराजा
उदतिष्ठन्महाराजा
पुरुषः परमाद्भुतः
पुरुषः परमाद्भुतः
दीर्घपीवरदोर्दण्ड
दीर्घपीवरदोरब्दण्ड
कम्बुग्रीवोरुणेक्षणः
कम्बुग्रीवो रुणेश Chana.
Shamalastarunasragvi
Samalastaruna
Sarvabharanabhushitaha.
Sarva Bharana Bhushita. O king, thereafter, while the sons of Kashyapa, both demons and demigods, were engaged in churning the ocean of milk, a very wonderful male person appeared. He was strongly built. His arms were long, stout, and strong. His neck, which was marked with the three lines, resembled a conch shell. His eyes were reddish, and his complexion was blackish. He was very young. He was garlanded with flowers, and his entire body was fully decorated with various ornaments.
Hare Krishna. So here, after Varuni appeared and she was accepted by Asuras, then Lord's another incarnation. From the very beginning, we are seeing that how Lord appeared as Kurma. Now, then Lord's consort, Mother Lakshmi appeared. Now Lord is appearing in another form. Thereafter, while the sons of Kashyapa, both demons and devatas, were engaged in churning the ocean of milk, a very wonderful male person appeared. Who is that person is not revealed, but his bodily descriptions are given. His arms were long, thick, and strong. His neck resembled a conch. His eyes were reddish, and his complexion was blackish. He was very young, wearing a garland and decorated with all types of ornaments. So, as we discussed last time, even when Lord Kurma appeared, there was a description. When Mother Lakshmi appeared, there was a description. Huh? So, like that, even later on, when Mohini Murthi will appear, there also there will be description. So, Bhagavatam describes the person's bodily features just to make sure that no one will make a mistake of thinking that these are all allegorical, these are not people, some metaphorical story. Like that, one should not end up. That's why Bhagavatam, the speaker is always careful to make sure that yes, this is a personal leela, the leela happening between people. So that's why the wonderful description of the bodies or the forms, transcendental forms of the personalities are being described very nicely. So his arms were long, ajanu lambita bhujo, thick and strong. His neck resembles like a conch shell, kambu grivo, and his eyes are reddish, aruna ikshana, and shamala taruna. His complexion was blackish. So taruna shrigvi. It is not like shamala taruna shrigvi. Taruna means youthful. He was very young, wearing a garland. So Sragvi means wearing a flower garland. Sarva Bharana Bhushita. So Sarva Abharana. He was wearing all different variety of ornaments also. So that was his description. So here is the personality. The one who appeared as of now. So how else he appeared? Pitavasa Mahoraksha
पीतवासमहो रक्षा
Sumrushta Manikundalaha
सुमृष्टमणिकुण्डलः
Snigdha Kanchita Snigdha Kunchita Keshanta
स्निग्धकुञ्चितकेशान्त
Subhaga Simha Vikramaha
सुभगः सिंहविक्रमः
Amruta Purna Kalasham
अमृतापूर्णकलशम्
Vibrudvalaya Bhushitaha.
बिभ्रद्वलयभूषितः. He was dressed in yellow garments and wore brightly polished earrings made of pearls. The tips of his hairs were anointed with oil, and his chest was very broad. His body had all good features. He was stout and strong like a lion, and he was decorated with bangles. In his hand, he carried a jug filled to the top with nectar.
Hmm. He was dressed in yellow garments. So Pitambara means Lord Vishnu and wore brightly polished jeweled earrings, Makarakundala. He had shining curly locks of hair, that is there, Neenalaka, and his chest was very broad. He had the prowess of a lion, Narasimha, and was decorated with a bangles. So, like that. In his hand, he carried a pot filled with nectar. Finally, the fruit of their endeavor, the nectar, has come out, and the personality of Godhead himself brought the nectar out because it was his desire to do this pastime and bring nectar out of the milk ocean. So finally, he himself got the nectar. Then who is that person? Itna description was there, like a lot of description about his personality is there, but he must be someone. So now the last verse introduces who is he. Savai Bhagavata Sakshat
Savaya Bhagavat Sakshat
Vishnor Amshamsha Sambhavaha
Vishnur Amsha Sasambhava
Dhanvantarir iti Kyata
Dhanvantari iti Khyayat
Ayurveda Drugichavak.
Ayurveda Dirikjavak. Translation: the person was Dhanvantari, a plenary portion of the plenary portion of Lord Vishnu. He was very conversant with the science of medicine, and as one of the demigods, he was permitted to take shelter in sacrifices.
So here, this person, portion of Lord Vishnu, was known as Lord Dhanvantari. He was conversant with the science of medicine and enjoyed a share of the sacrifice. So, who is he? The introduction of this personality is Vishnur Amshamsha Sambhava. He is Amsha of Lord Vishnu. So, in one sense, we can take it like this. Lord Vishnu's expansion is Lord Ajita, and Lord Ajita's expansion is Lord Dhanvantari. So, in that way, he is Amsha of Lord Vishnu. And what is the specialty of this person? He was conversant with the science of medicine and enjoyed a share of the sacrifice. Ayurveda Drug. He is known as Dhanvantari and he is expert at Ayurveda and Ijjabak. And is also because he also like contributing his own effort in the process of churning the milk ocean. And he also had what you can say a, a role. He also deserves to be participant of the the Samudra Manthan, and he also deserves the amount of nectar to be given. So in that way. So that's how he was introduced. It is he, Ijjabak means he enjoyed a share of the sacrifice. So the Lord himself brought the nectar. Something wonderful will take place now. So that we will try to see. Sorry. Tamalokyasura sarve
समालोक्यासुरा सर्वे
kalasam chamrutabrutam
कलसं चामृताभृतम्
lipsantah sarvavastuni
लिप्सन्तः सर्ववस्तूनि
kalasam tarasaharan.
कलसं तरसाहरन्. Upon seeing Dhanvantari carrying the jug of nectar, the demons, desiring the jug of its contents, immediately snatched it away by force.
So here, one interesting thing is happening. Upon seeing Lord Dhanvantari and the pot filled with nectar, the demons, desiring all things, snatched the pot by force. So Lord, expanding himself at Dhanvantari, just came out of the ocean holding the nectar pot. As he came out of the ocean on the shore, the demons immediately took the nectar pot and ran away. So now somebody may ask, how can others, the devatas, allow demons to steal away the pot? How can Lord Rajita allow demons to steal away? Even finally, how can Lord Dhanvantari himself allow the demons to steal away the nectar pot? This is very interesting. Once one of the Sri Vaishnava Acharyas, he was delivering a class on the Samudra Manthan episode, and he was narrating this beautiful, wonderful appearance of Lord Dhanvantari. Just like, if you remember last time also we discussed last class, when Mother Lakshmi appeared, so both Devatas and Asuras were looking at Mother Lakshmi, but none of them were looking at her being affected by lusty desires, because Paramatma is there. Paramatma does not inspire them to do like that. The Devatas were looking at Mother Lakshmi as Vijaya Lakshmi. Asuras were looking at Mother Lakshmi as Dhana Lakshmi. So till then only, they were not thinking anything beyond, because they need money. They are looking at Mother Lakshmi Devi as Dhana Lakshmi. Devatas need our glance of mercy so that they become victorious. So in this endeavor, so in that way. And similarly, when Lord Dhanvantari appeared, all the Devatas were so mesmerized, so pleased, and they were like simply gazing at Lord Dhanvantari's beautiful form and beautiful face, and as if they are stunned completely. They became like statues. And seeing the loving sentiments and loving affection of Devatas, our Lord Dhanvantari also became stunned. He was also not responding at all. So both Devatas were looking at Lord Dhanvantari and Lord Dhanvantari was looking at Devatas, and both were stunned looking at each other. In the meantime, the Asuras thought, okay, this is a good opportunity. So they simply took it from the hands of Lord Dhanvantari and simply running away. That's why no one objected when they were stealing away. Neither Devatas, nor Lord Ajita, nor Dhanvantari. None of them could object. Because they were simply looking at each other, they are simply entered into a kind of transcendental trance. So they are indifferent to externals. So Asuras took this opportunity and then ran away. Still, Lord Ajita is there. Why Lord Ajita did not do anything? Lord Ajita was simply smiling. Yeah, take away. I'll see what happens. Because he himself allowed them. Because they steal, otherwise, what will happen? They would say that, okay, all of us deserve it, all of us need equal share, something like that they may say. But now Asuras steal away, so they are at fault. So later on, they cannot say, I mean, we are like genuine people and bona fide authorized recipients of this nectar and all, because they themselves will accept their mistake eventually. So in that way. So let us see. But though they were in trance looking at each other, after some time they came to external senses, then they realized nectar part is missing. That is what is indicated in the next verse. Niyamane suraitasmin
Niyamane suraistasmin
kalase amruta bhajane
kalase amrita bhajane
vishanna manaso deva
vishanna manaso deva
Harim Sharanamayayu.
Harim Sharanamayayu. When the jug of nectar was carried off by the demons, the demigods were morose. They sought shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari.
Yeah, when the part of nectar was carried off by the demons, the devatas became dejected and sought shelter of the Supreme Lord. So they have only one rescue, that is Lord Ajita. They looked at us, Lord, please, you asked us to make truce with them, and we have done a lot of endeavor. Finally, when nectar came, they simply stole away. Only you can do something, like you are doing from the very beginning. So now, what Lord will do? Iti tadhainyamalokyā
इति तद्दैन्यमालोक्य
Bhagavan Bhrutya Kamakrit
भगवान् भृत्य कामकृत्
Ma Kidyata Mitortam
मा
Mitortam Va
खिद्यतामिथोऽर्थं वा
Sadayishe Swamayaya.
साधयिष्ये स्वमायया. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who always desires to fulfill the ambitions of his devotees, saw that the demigods were morose, he said to them, "Do not be aggrieved. By my own energy, I shall bewilder the demons by creating a quarrel among them. In this way, I shall fulfill your desire to have the nectar."
When the Supreme Lord, who fulfills the desires of his devotees, saw the devatas in misery, he said to them, Do not be aggrieved. By my own energy, I shall fulfill your goal by creating a dispute through my Maya. So Lord said, Don't worry, don't worry. These asuras cannot be told in a normal way. So we need to do the needful. Just like they are behaving, we should also behave in the same way. So because you are immersed in transcendental happiness and they stole away the nectar, we'll also, I'll immerse them in another transcendental pleasure. As a result of that, we will steal away from them. So just like they acted here, we will also act with them in a similar way. You devatas have become attracted to the transcendental beauty of my form, and I will display my Maya, and asuras will become attracted to that Maya form. So by that, I'll put them under illusion and make sure that you will only get the nectar. So this is from the very beginning we are seeing now. Whatever is our nature, Lord reciprocates with us accordingly. Ye yatamam prapadyante tamstaiva bhajamiham. जिस प्रकार हम भगवान के सामने व्यवहार करते उसी प्रकार भगवान भी हमारे साथ व्यवहार करते. This pastime is a perfect example for that particular verse. Now let us see how the Lord is going to attract them to his illusion. Mita kalira bhutesham
Mithakalirabhutesha
tadarte tarsacheshatasam
tadarthe tarshachetasam
aham purvam
aham purvam
natvam iti prabho.
natvam ite prabho. Translation: O king, a quarrel then arose among the demons over who would get the nectar first. Each of them said, You can't drink it first. I must drink it first. Me first, not you.
O king, in private, a quarrel then arose among the greedy demons for taking the nectar. Each of them said, I shall drink first, I shall drink first. Not you. No, you cannot drink first, you cannot drink first. See, first Lord acting as Paramatma internally. So those who held that nectar part, so some of them said, Hey, I stole it, so I shall drink first. Others said, "Oh, आप क्या? मैं कैप्टन हूँ, पूरा असुरों का कैप्टन हूँ मैं. I should drink first. I am the eldest person. I should drink first." So like that, they are telling that everyone is telling that I should drink first. Others saying that you should not drink first. You should not drink first. So something like that. Mitaha means in private as well as mutually. Their minds filled with desire and being of equal strength, they spoke to each other. They said repeatedly, I shall drink first since I come from a good family. No, you cannot drink first because you come from a bad family. So, like this is one reason. Other reason could be I am the eldest. So, no, you are not the eldest, somebody else is the eldest. I am the leader, oh, you are not the leader, oh, I am the leader. Something like that. They don't agree to each other. That is what is happening. As Paramatma is putting them under kind of competitive spirit internally. Now, externally also he will do something more. But before that, some of the weak demons, what they will say, nay, 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 everyone should be distributed. Not only us, even Devatas also should be distributed. Because weak demons know these people, strong demons, they will only take, they will not even give us. And they, in order to get for themselves, they also say that, okay, Devatas also should get something. So these are the words of the weak demons. Deva swambhagamarhanti
Deva swam bhagamarhanti.
ये तुल्याया सहेतवः
Ye tulyaya sahetavaha.
तत्र यागाय वैतस्मिन्
Satrayaga ivaitasmin.
एष धर्मः सनातनः
Esha dharma sanatanaha.
इति स्वान् प्रत्यसेदन्वै
Iti svan pratyasedhanvai.
धैतेया जातमत्सरा
Daiteya jatamatsaraha.
दुर्बला प्रबलान् राजन्
Durbala prabhalan rajan.
गृहीता कलसान्मुहुः.
Grihita kalasan muhu. Some of the demons said, all the demigods have taken part in churning the ocean of milk. Now, as everyone has an equal right to partake in any public sacrifice, according to the eternal religious system, it is befitting that the demigods now have a share of the nectar. O king, in this way, the weaker demons forbade the stronger demons to take the nectar.
Some of the demons said, all the devatas endeavoring equally will take an equal share, just as all participants enjoy equal results at a satra sacrifice. This is the eternal principle. O king, in this way, the weaker demons being envious constantly prevented the stronger demons from drinking the nectar, though the stronger demons had taken the part by force. So, because the weaker demons understand, we can't fight with them. These people are so greedy that they want to have everything for themselves. 1 second, just 1 minute. I'm sorry. So in this way, the weak demons are saying, no, no, सब लोग मेहनत किया, सबको मिलना चाहिए. Since the devatas have equally labored in churning, they will share the nectar equally. Just as in Satra sacrifice, all enjoy the results equally. See, they are not taking their name. They are not saying that, okay, oh, we also need to get something. Instead of that, they saying that devatas also endeavor, they should get. Because if you are giving to devatas means you definitely will give us weaker demons. So they also understand. They cannot demand. If they demand, na, they will मिल जाएगा उनको. So Shruti says, they performed a satra, desiring prosperity. The sponsors are also the performers in enjoying the results. The performers and sponsors both will get the result in the performance of a satra. So that was the discussion. So while strong demons were telling that I am purum, I should drink first, I drink first. Weak demons are telling that no, everyone should get, everyone endeavored, सबको मिलना चाहिए. That is a rule of satra. Everyone is entitled to get the results. So like that, the weak demons are saying. But anyway, internally, Lord bewildered them sufficiently so that no one drinks because no one will allow others to drink. That is, demons are like that only. They will not allow anybody to drink. So now, Lord comes externally. Till now, Paramatma internally is bewildering them. Now, as Mohini Murti will bewilder them externally. Now, the verses will describe again the Mohini Murti's form, transcendental form also will be described. एतस्मिन् अन्तरे विष्णुः
एतस्मिन् अन्तरे विष्णु
सर्वोपायविदीश्वरः
सर्वोपायविदीश्वर
योषिद्रूपम् अनिर्देश्यम्
योषिद्रूपं निर्देशं
ददारा परमाद्भुतम्
दधार परमाद्भुतं
प्रेक्षणीयोत्पलश्यामम्
प्रेक्षणीयोत्पलश्यामं
सर्वावयवसुन्दरम्
सर्वावयवसुन्दरं
समानाकर्णाभरणम्
समानकर्णाभरणं
शुकपोलोन्नसाननम्
सुखपोलोन्नसाननं
नवयौवननिर्वृत्ता
नवयौवननिवृत्त
स्तनभाराकृशोदरम्
धनभारकृशोदरं
मुकाम्भोदानुरक्ताली
आमोदानुरक्ताली
झङ्कारोद्विग्नलोचनम्
झङ्कारोद्विग्नलोचनं
बिभ्रुत्सुके बिभ्रुत्सुकेशभारेण
बिभ्रत्सुकेशभारेण
मालामुत्फुल्लमल्लिकाम्
मालामुत्फुल्लमल्लिकां
सुग्रीवाकण्ठाभरणम्
सुग्रीवकण्ठाभरणं
सुभुजाङ्गदभूषितम्
सुभुजाङ्गदभूषितं
विरजाम्बरसंवीरा संवीता
विरजाम्बरसंवीत
नितम्बाद्वीपशोभया
नितम्बद्वीपशोधया
काञ्चाप्रविलसद्वल्गो
काञ्चाप्रविलसद्वल्गु
चलच्चरणनूपुरम्
चलच्चरणनूपुरं
सव्रीडास्मितविक्षिप्ता
सव्रीडस्मितविक्षिप्त
भ्रूविलासावलोकनै
विलासावलोकनैः
दैत्ययूतपचेतसु
दैत्ययूथपचेतसु
कामम् उद्दीपयन्मुः
कामम् उद्दीपयन्मुः. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who can counteract any unfavorable situation, then assume the form of an extremely beautiful woman. This incarnation as a woman Mohini Murti, was most pleasing to the mind. Her complexion resembled in color a newly grown blackish lotus, and every part of her body was beautifully situated. Her ears were equally decorated with earrings. Her cheeks were very beautiful. Her nose was raised, and her face full of youthful luster. Her large breasts made her waist seem very thin. Attracted by the aroma of her face and body, Bumblebee hummed around her, and thus her eyes were restless. Her hair, which was extremely beautiful, was garlanded with mallika flowers. Her attractively constructed nape was decorated with a necklace and other ornaments. Her arms were decorated with bangles. Her body was covered with a clean sari, and her breast seemed like an island in an ocean of beauty. Her legs were decorated with ankle belts. Because of the movement of her eyebrows, she smiled with shyness and glanced over the demons. All the demons were saturated with lusty desire, and every one of them desired to possess.
So here, Mohini Murthi's appearance and her description is given. The Supreme Lord Vishnu, the knower of different methods, then assumed the form of an extremely beautiful woman, impossible to describe. She had a pleasing dark complexion like a blue lotus and had beautiful limbs. So here in our daily Bhagavatam classes in Monday, IT Monday, we were discussing third canto, chapter 20, like the description of the creation of 8 types of Devata category living entities. So one among them were Asuras also. So Asuras appeared when Brahmaji was like just before that he created Rakshasas. Rakshasas came to eat Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji gave up that mental disposition. It became night, and Rakshasas accepted that night and went away. Then Brahmaji meditated for a long time. Then, with that good thought process, he created the Devatas. So, Devatas were very reverential, obedient. So, Brahmaji was so much satisfied. That satisfaction appeared in the form of day, and Devatas took that day and went out. So, Brahmaji kind of felt little bit proud, little bit accomplished. So from that little pride and little bit accomplishment, then he developed a desire that now I can do whatever I want. मैं कर सकता हूँ ऐसा कुछ. So then suddenly our mode of passion manifested within him. That mode of passion appeared in the form of asuras. And asuras were so passionate, they were looking for some companion. And they saw Brahma and they ran after Brahma for union. And Brahmaji is running away for his own safety and praying to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu internally, as Paramatma suggested, give up that disposition. So he gave up that passionate disposition that took the form of twilight. Sun is about to set, mountains are there, clouds are there, everything. These asuras looked at that twilight and they saw the evening sky as a woman, and they began to run after her and describing her beauty, all these things and all. So that's how the asuras are so attached for the womanly beauty. So this is there always. So now Lord is also appearing in front of them as a woman. Now, when a woman appears with exquisite beauty, the asuras will be more attracted to that woman than the nectar in their hands. That's how Lord is going to bewilder them. For them, the she will become more important than the nectar now. Even though they have done so much effort till now, they will keep it aside and they are simply attracted to that. That is the kind of nature the asuras possess. That's why the Lord appeared as a beautiful woman whose beauty is impossible to describe. But still Sukadeva Goswami is describing to whatever extent possible. She had a pleasing dark complexion like a blue lotus and beautiful limbs. Blue lotus because Lord Vishnu is blue. his complexion. She also appeared in the blue complexion, and she had beautiful limbs. Her eyes were agitated by humming bees, attracted to the aroma of her face. So her face is like honey, and all the humming bees are honey bees are hovering around her face. Bearing a mask, beautiful hair, she wore a garland of jasmine flowers. Wearing a mass beautiful hair, she wore a garland of jasmine flowers. So there's a garland. She had ornaments on her neck and bracelets on her arms. She had moving ankle bells enhanced by her splendid belt spread over her buttocks covered by spotless cloth. So ankle bells are there, and clothing is there. Because of her glances, the movements of her eyebrows, and her shy smile, she aroused lust in the hearts of the leaders of the demons. So that's how she bewildered the demons. But anyway, her beauty is in such a way it only bewildered the asuras. But Devatas became reverential towards Mohini Murti. Just like they were reverential towards Mother Lakshmi, now they are also reverential towards Lord who appeared as Mohini Murti. She was endowed with a mass of beautiful hair. She had beautiful moving ankle bells enhanced by her belt around her hips, covered by pure cloth. She had playful glances with moving eyebrows, along with a shy smile. By that, she aroused lust in the hearts of the leaders of the demons. So, she appeared in such a way that Devatas become reverential and Asuras become uh, lustfully attracted to her. So that the nectar will become less important to them. So, that was the whole purpose of Lord appearing in this beautiful form of Mohini Murti. So this is how this chapter ends. Any questions before entering into the next chapter? Hare Krishna.
No,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
No
Prabhuji.
question.
Prabhuji,
Ah,
Hare
yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Ah, yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, last time we discussed about when the Mother Lakshmi appeared, na? So in the purport, it was written 6 opulences of Mother Lakshmi. In that, one was influence. So whether the influence is same as what the fame we call when we discuss about Lord's 6 opulences.
Yeah, maybe influence is same. Influence means yes, just by the presence of that person, everyone becomes alert and everyone had a reverential mood toward that person. Everyone respects.
Okay. Because means whatever 6 opulences Lord possesses, the same opulences Lakshmi ji also will have now, or there are some other opulences also.
See, it's not that. 6 means the 6 are notable. There could be 100,000 opulences also, but these 6 are notable and considered to be the most important one. Like that, we can take. Lord cannot, we cannot say that, oh, Lord only possesses only 6. No, not like that. He can possess millions of opulences, but these 6 are notable things. The most important, we can say.
Okay. Because usually we say na Lord is Shadaishwarya Purna, Shadaishwarya Purna. So that is why I thought 6 were. Okay.
Because these 6 are important in that way.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Other devotees, anyone has any questions till now?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, fine. So we'll move on to the next chapter. So here, now Mohini Murti appeared and she will make sure that only Devatas will get nectar and Asuras don't get the nectar. That is the sum and substance of this entire chapter. The 9th chapter describes how Mohini Murti bewilders and cheats the demons and then gives the nectar to the Devatas to drink, and how Rahu is beheaded. So these are the 2 sections in this chapter. So this is like small chapter, only 24 verses are there. Oh no, not this. 29 verses are only there. So relatively small chapter. So let us see. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Sri Shukavacha.
तेन्योन्यतोऽसुरापात्रम्
तेन्योन्नातो सूर्यपातं
हरन्तस्त्यक्तसौहृदा
तरन्तस्त्यक्त्वा सूरधः
क्षिपन्तो दस्युधर्माणा
क्षिपन्तो दास्युधर्मणा
आयान्तीं ददृशु स्त्रियम्.
Anyatam Dradrusho Shrutam. Translation. Sukdev Goswami said, therefore, the demons become inimical towards one another, throwing and snatching the container of nectar. They gave up their friendly relationship. Meanwhile, they saw a very beautiful young woman coming forward towards them.
Sukadeva Goswami said, the demons having the nature of thieves had given up friendship with one another and were snatching and throwing the pot. They then saw the woman approach. So right now, Lord appeared as Mohini Murti and her descriptions were given and she was coming close to the Asuras. As she was coming close to the Asuras were trying to snatch the nectar pot from each other's hand. So that is how their nature. So next, what happened? Aho Rupam Aho Dama
Aho Rupa Maho Dhama.
Aho Asya Navam Vaya
Aho Asyana Vambaya.
Iti Te Tam Abhidrutya
Iti Te Tam Abhidritya.
Paprachur Jata Hrushaya.
Paprachur Jataruchaya. Upon seeing the beautiful woman, the demon said, alas, how wonderful is her beauty! How wonderful the luster of her body! And how wonderful the beauty of her youthful age! Speaking in this way, they quickly approached her, full of lusty desires to enjoy her, and began to inquire from her in many ways.
Alas, how wonderful is her beauty, how wonderful is the luster of her body, and how wonderful is her fresh youth. Speaking in this way, they pursued her and with lust in their hearts inquire from her. So, all just by looking at her, till now they were fighting for nectar part. Now they are ran after her. That's all. Momentarily, suddenly it changed. Katvam Kanjapala Sakshi
Katvam kanjapala sakshi,
Kuto Vakim Chikirshati
kuto va kim chakirshasi,
Kasyasi Vada Vamoro
kasyasi vadavamoru,
Matnativa Manamstina.
matnativa manamsinaha. O wonderfully beautiful girl, you have such nice eyes resembling the petals of a lotus flower. Who are you? Where do you come from? What is your purpose in coming here? And to whom do you belong? Oh, you whose thighs are extraordinarily beautiful, our minds are becoming agitated simply because of seeing you.
Hmm. So the asuras one after the other trying to flatter her, glorifying her, trying to flatter her. They want to attract her basically. Oh girl with beautiful thighs, you have such very nice eyes resembling the petals of a lotus flower. Who are you? Where do you come from? What is your purpose in coming here? And whose daughter are you? You are agitating our minds. So, like, they're inquiring with her. So that basically they're nicely talking to her just to attract her attention. So, in that way. Na vayam tvamarer daityai
Navayam. Okay, continue, Mataji.
It's okay, Mataji. Go.
Okay. Navayam Dvamarayadaityai
सिद्धगन्धर्वचारणै
Siddhagandharvacharanai
नास्पृष्टपूर्वां जानीम
Naspruštapurvam Janim
लोकेशैश्च कुतो नृभिः
Lokeshaischa Kruto Lubhi. What to speak of human beings? Even the demigods, demons, siddhas, gandharvas, charanas, and the various directors of the universe, the Prajapatis, have never touched you before. It is not that we are unable to understand your identity.
What to speak of human beings? Even the devatas, demons, siddhas, gandharvas, charanas, and the various directors of the universe, the Prajapatis, have never touched you before. It is not that we are unable to understand this. So basically, they're telling that "Hey, you seem to be Kanya only. So it seems, in spite of you being so beautiful and no one married you till now, how can that be possible?" So like that, they are glorifying her. It is it is not that we do not know that you have not been touched by the devatas and others. We know that they imply, have you come here for choosing a husband? Just like sometime back, one lady appeared and she was looking here and there. She got married to someone. So looks like you are also looking for a husband. I am the most worthy candidate to be your husband. Like that, they are trying to boast in front of her to inspire her. That is what the asuras are doing. नूनं त्वं विधिना शुभ्रो
Nunam tam vidhim subhru
प्रेषितासि शरीरिणां
preshati tas shariranam
सर्वेन्द्रियमनप्रीतिं
sarvendriyan mana priti
विधातुं सगृणेन किम्.
vidhatum sagranena kim. O beautiful girl and beautiful eyebrows, with beautiful eyebrows, certainly Providence, by his careless mercy, has sent you to please the senses and minds of all of us. Is this not a fact?
So they are glorifying her further. Oh, beautiful girl with beautiful eyebrows, has not destiny by its mercy sent you to please the senses and minds of all beings? Basically, though he's telling all beings, the internally me, so something like that. What is the necessity of knowing her intention? We have become successful just by seeing her. I think the destiny has sent you for me only. Like that, each and every demon, one after the other, they began to flatter her. So in that way. Satvam na sardamana satvam na spardamananam
Tatvam na spardhamananam
ekavastuni manini
ekavastu nimanini
ज्ञातीनां बद्धवैराणां
jnatinam baddhavairāṇāṃ
शं विदस्त्वा सुमध्य मे.
sham vidatsva sumadhyame. We are now all engaged in enmity amongst ourselves because of this one subject matter, the container of nectar. Although we have been born in the same family, we are becoming increasingly inimical. O thin waisted woman, who are so beautiful in your prestigious position, we therefore request you to favor us by settling our dispute.
Mm. Now, some of the demons, in order to gain her trust, attract her toward themselves, they are saying that we of one family have become inimical to each other, competing because of this nectar part. O thin waisted, esteemed woman, please create auspiciousness for us. So there was enmity between asuras and devatas, and now there is enmity among the asuras for this nectar part. Everyone is trying to drink for themselves. So they are telling that your intentions, the purpose with which you have come here, that we can settle later. But before that, please help us in removing the conflict among us. Because why they are saying that, somebody who is saying this, so they want to impress upon others. See, I trust you so much that I am giving you the great responsibility. So you distribute the nectar to me first and to others little bit, and later on you chose me as your husband, something like that. In order to impress her like that, they are doing this. Then further says, Vayam Kashyapadayada
Vayam Kashyapadaayada
Bhratara Krita Paurusha
Bhratara Kruta Paurusha
Vibhajasvayata Nyayam
Vipajasva Yathanyaya
Naiva Bhedo Yata Bhavet.
Vedo Yatha Bhave. All of us, both demons and demigods, have been born of the same father, Kashyapa, and thus we are related as brothers. But now we are exhibiting our personal prowess in dissension. Therefore, we request you to settle our dispute and divide the nectar equally among us.
So the point is, even though in the core of their heart is there that I only want the nectar, I only want this lady. But in order to impress her, they are speaking as if they are the most gentle, most compassionate, and most honest people. That's how they are speaking now. All of us are the descendants of Kashyapa, and thus we are brothers. But now we are exhibiting our prowess against each other. Please divide the nectar among us justly, so there will be no quarrel. In order to impress her, speaking as if the most honest person in the entire universe. So, in that way, divide the nectar among us, the demons. So, because initially there was a conflict among the devatas and demons. If you think that, so nectar came, that it should be distributed to devatas and demons. But anyway, the demons stole it away. But among the demons, they are not going to decide how to divide. So he's telling that no, devatas, forget it. You only distribute to among the demons only, and that too, you should give me 50%, and remain 50 you should distribute to others, something like that. So they are putting trust, entrusting her, showing that I trust you so much because I like you so much. So in that way, that is how it is. Because
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
one second. So one person, well, because all the demons are there. If one person want to drink, the others may attack. So in order to avoid that, he says, I am entrusting you, because when he entrusts it to the lady, no one will object. The lady can feed one person or multiple people. So no one can object there. So in that way, he is telling, one person is telling that no, you distribute to all the demons, but that is external, but internally, maximum to me, the minimum to others. So something like that. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, the purport here says that all of us, both demigods and demons, they are born from the same father. Means they are accepting that demigods are our brothers. But now we are exhibiting our prowess in dissension. And therefore we request you to settle our dispute and divide the nectar equally among us. Means demons and demigods, na Prabhuji. Because they started with saying
Wait. At the very beginning also, do they have any intention of giving nectar to devatas?
no, they did
Even
never
when
have.
Indra came for treaty, the demon said, externally they said, okay, we'll endeavor and we'll distribute nectar equally. But internally, what they thought, when nectar comes, आपको मारेंगे, हम खुद पिएंगे.
Yeah, both the parties were thinking that. Na, well, let the
No,
nectar.
you are confusing. Lord told, devatas never thought like that. Lord only instructed, I will make sure that you will get the nectar, not they, because they don't deserve it. They never thought, they simply followed the instruction of the Lord.
Okay. So here they are saying that divide equally
Among the demons only, not even though Prabhupada is so generous, he writes it like that, but which demon will say like that?
That's what I was
Please.
confused, that how
Hmm.
they are ready now to give half of the nectar that to them.
No, no,
Divide
it's not
equally among us.
equal. That equally also is external word. It is not. उनका एक्चुअल माइंडसेट है मेरे से शुरू कर दो मुझे ही दे दो 90% बाकी 10% इनको इनको तोड़ तोड़ दे दो सो दैट चुप रहेंगे इफ आई
Okay.
ड्रिंक माई सेल्फ दे अटैक मी बट इफ यू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नो वन विल अटैक यू सो like that we
Yeah.
should take it. So now, so all the demons one after the other they spoke, they kind of invested their trust upon this lady, hoping that the lady will favor me only. Everyone think that she will favor me, she likes me the most, she favor me only, she favor me only, like that everyone thought and everyone agreed to this condition. Now let us see what will Mohini will do. Iti upamantrito daityair.
Iti
Iti sorry.
Trito man iti upamantrito daite
Maya yoshidvapurharihi
maya yoshitva
प्रहस्यारुचिरापाङ्गैर्
rahasya ruchira apange
निरीक्षन्निदमब्रवीत्.
with having thus been requested by the demons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who had assumed the form of a beautiful woman, began to smile. Looking at them with attractive feminine gestures, she spoke as follows.
Requested by the demons, the Supreme Lord, who had assumed the form of a woman, smiling and looking at them with attractive glances, spoke as follows. Now Lord's intention is fulfilled. Lord wanted to bewilder them. Lord sufficiently bewildered them, and they themselves are putting the nectar part in the hands of Mohini Murti. अभी देखो भगवान ने कुछ नहीं किया, आके उनके सामने खड़े बस. Now those who have stolen away from the hands of Dhanvantari are putting back in the hands of Mohini Murti. This is Lord's Chamatkar. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha
Katam Kashyapadaayadha
Katham Kashyapadayadha
Pumshalyam Mayi Sangata
Pumschalyam Mai Sangataham
Vishwasam Pandito Jato
Vishwasam Pandito Jatu
Kaminishu Nayatihi.
Kaminishu Nayatihi. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, in the form of Mohini, told the demons, O sons of Kashyap Muni, I am only a prostitute. How is it that you have so much faith in me? A learned person never puts faith in a woman.
Hmm. So she also want to show I'm not attached to anybody. So I'm indifferent to all of you, indifferent to this nectar distribution business and all. That's what she is trying to tell, so that they will not doubt her. Hey, आया था कुछ चालू करने के लिए नहीं. So that she has to impress. Oh, descendants of Kashyapa, why do you associate with me, a prostitute? A learned person never puts his faith in such women. So she, Mohini Murti herself calling Pumshal Yam, like fifth canto in the 24th chapter while describing the Bilas Vargas, seven lower planetary systems in Atala, Mayasura created three category of women, Swirini, Kamini and Pumshali, etc. etc. So Swirini means those women who associate only in their caste. So Kamini associates in their caste only, but little bit, thoda extension here and there. But Pumshali are those who associate with anybody and everyone. उनका कुछ ये नहीं, कोई restriction नहीं. So Lord is telling her himself, like, I belong to the category of Pumshali. So no man trusts a woman like this. So like that he's telling. You say that you are the sons of sage Kashyapa. How then have you become so lusty? आप कश्यप प्रजापति का पुत्र ये तो ये सो क्या बोलते हैं इज धीरा सो आप लोग हाउ कैन यू बिकम सो unsteady? This is a joke to bewilder them. So asuras are saying that we cannot be controlled by our emotions through any woman, but we have been conquered by your purity. कोई स्त्री हमको हिला नहीं सकते, but you are the first person who you control our hearts like that. You are so pure. Though you are externally speaking that you are Pumshali category, but you are actually the purest woman. So that's why we are attracted to you. Like that they're saying. Then Lord says, but I am just a prostitute. I am Pumshali category. So then the Asuras say, shall we praise the limits of your lack of desire? You have not even smelled the scent of a man from childhood. You may say you are a Pumshali category, but no, we understand, we know you are very, matlab, you are like maiden. You are not even touched even when man. You are speaking like this to hide yourself. Prostitutes among women claim they are pure. We desire to give everything to you. Generally, the prostitutes will say that hey, I am very pure. But you are pure, that's why you are able to say you are impure, like a Pumshali. That itself, that you saying like that itself is indicative of your purity. So like that they are trying to intellectually argue with her. We desire to give everything to you. हमारे पास जो भी है सब कुछ आपको देना चाहते हैं हम. Because you are without duplicity. You are so trustworthy, so honest, which is very unique among men. So like that, they are basically the asuras are praising her to get a trust or attraction. So that was the whole idea. Then they further continue with a steady gaze produced out of astonishment at their mental words. She then spoke. So when they were speaking like this, Mohini Murti replied, "Oh wise men, do not put faith in me if you desire your own good. What I speak externally has the opposite meaning internally. Since I understand that you are learned, you should do what is proper." So when they said, though you are speaking your Pumshali category, but you are actually the most pure woman. But she said that actually what I speak and what is there in my heart both are opposite nature. Kindly discriminately evaluate and do the needful. Like that she says. Then they say one should understand there is an internal meaning in the previous and later events. Of course, this is like general. Though you think that I am pure, one should know that internally I have lust since youth. Externally, you people say that I am pure, but internally my heart is filled with lust. Being filled with lust and being a woman and not having the protection of a husband or sons, how could I not become a prostitute? Therefore, you should not trust me at all. So, like that, she kind of explaining what she meant when she said she is a Pumshali. Then, what should we do? Asura said. Then Mohini Murti will speak. When Asura asks, what should we do? Then Mohini Murti will speak in the next verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ah,
Prabhuji, this is the attractive power of the Lord. That is how we should understand that. Means just by seeing her, they are means when Lakshmi ji came, they were not in this mindset. But when Mohini Murti came, they all became so lusty immediately. So this is the Lord's attractive power, no, Prabhuji?
yes,
How?
yes. Actually, this is their natural constitutional position. But when Mother Lakshmi came, Paramatma covered their lusty behavior.
Okay.
At that
And
point, at that point of time, for them, because Lakshmi has multifarious presentation, multifarious expansions. So they were attracted to that expansion where she will bestow Lakshmi, wealth. So they were looking at her as Dhanalakshmi, the bestower of Dhanalakshmi.
okay.
Like for example, I'm simple giving example. Like take the example of fifth canto. where Brahmana Bharata was wandering here and there, he went to field and all. While coming back, the thieves, they caught him and they took him to Kala Bhairavi, wanted to offer a Kala Bhairavi offering. So in one
Yeah.
sense, but they are like thieves, like Asuric mentality only. So in one sense, Durga Devi or Kala Bhairavi, Chandi, whatever, she is also a woman. They could have been attracted to her in a lustful way. But for them, they revere her as a Devi, as a worshipable deity, because only by her blessing they will get their robbery gets fulfilled. Matlab, when there is some other purpose, they will worship accordingly. When there is no other purpose, they will be attracted to like this, lustfully.
Okay.
Mhm.
Prabhuji, three things you told now: Kamini, Pumshali, and what was one more?
Swairini, Swairini, Kamini, Pumshali.
And Swairini associates with whom?
Only their own caste people. Swairini means of their own caste.
And Kamini associates with?
Their caste and little bit, thought of extension.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So now, Mohini Murthy is speaking. Salavrukanam strinam cha
Salavrukanam Strinam cha
स्वैरिणीनां सुरद्विषः
Svairinam Suradvisha
सख्यानि आहुरनित्यानि
Sakhyanyahur Anityani
नूत्नं नूत्नं विचिन्वताम्.
Nam Nam Vichin. O demons, as monkeys, jackals, and dogs are unsteady in their sexual relationship and want newer and newer friends every day. Women who live independently seek new friends daily. Friendship with such a woman is never permanent. This is the opinion of learned scholars.
O demons, jackals and prostitutes are unsteady in their friendship and think of newer and newer friends every day. This is the opinion of learned scholars. So try to understand the reality. Even though externally you may think that I am the most purest woman, but actually I am Vamshali category. And so here Swairani came. The word Swairani, because in one sense, three of them are of same category only, but still. So last verse he said Prupamshali, now Lord said Swairani. But whatever. So according to the learned people, Vichinvatam, they keep looking for newer and newer friends every day, like jackals and monkeys. So that is the understanding. So take decision carefully, like that she is warning them. So the asuras listened, but asuras, even though she's clearly indicated, they thought that oh, she's simply expressing her indifference to us. She's trying to joke with us, something like that. They thought. Now they're going to respond. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Sri Shuka Vacha
Iti te kshevalitaistasya
Iti te Keshvalite Stasya
Ashvasta Manasosura
Ashwata Manaso Suraha
Jahasurbhavagambiram
Jahasurbhava Gambhiram
Daduschamrutabhajanam.
Praduschamrita Bhajanam. Sri Shukdev Goswami continued. After the demons heard the words of Mohini Murthy, who had spoken as if jokingly, they were all very confident. They laughed with gravity and ultimately they delivered the container of nectar into her hands.
Their minds comforted by the joking words of Moini, the demons laughed in a mysterious manner and delivered the container of nectar to her. So they were pacified by her joking. They laughed in such a way that their intentions could not be understood by the unintelligent. So They thought as follows: "O women with all qualities, with all good qualities, are you testing us? We are not faithless and impure in heart. Take the pot of nectar, divide it, and give it to us, or drink it, or throw it somewhere else. Do as you please. Know that we have become yours because of your good qualities." See what extent they are going. Now, for them, she became more important than the nectar pot. They say that, "Take it. We are not simply joking with you. We are actually saying it. Take it. Divide it among us. Hmm? Or give it, drink it to yourself, or throw it somewhere else. Whatever you do, it is agreeable to us." That is the kind of trust we have upon you. So they came to this point. Then why would Lord I mean, they themselves said, "Do whatever you wish. Either you give it to us, you distribute among us, or you drink yourself, or you give it to somebody else also. No problem." तीन ऑप्शन दे दिया उनको. Because those who said like that, they only understood the thought that when I say like this, she will consider me to be like most generous person, and she will give me the whole nectar and herself. So something like that they thought. So Mohini Murthy will take that nectar part. Tato guhitvam harir
ततो गृहीत्वा मृतभाजनं हरीर्
बभाषैष स्मितशोभया गिरा
बभाष ईश स्मितशोभया गिरा
यदद्भुतेपं क्व च साधु वा
यद् अभ्युपेतं क्व च साध्व असाधु वा
कृतं मया वो विभजे सुधामिमम्.
कृतं मया वो विभजे सुधाम इमाम. Thereafter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having taken possession of the container of nectar, smiled slightly and spoke in attractive words. He said, "My dear demons, if you accept whatever I may do, whether honest or dishonest, then I can take responsibility for dividing the nectar among you."
Thereafter, the Lord, having taken the container of nectar, here Lord means Mohini Murti, spoke with slightly joking words. "If you accept whatever I may do, whether right or wrong, then I will divide the nectar." So as they spoke, she is also responding. I mean, if you don't mind, if you want me to do this, I will do the needful. But you don't find fault with me, whatever I do, like that. If you accept what I do, whether it is right or wrong, I will divide the nectar. I know my own ignorance. That is why I say this first. So, like that. In the beginning, only she said, I mean, you are putting so much trust on me, and I just follow what you say, but still, even if you think that there is some mistake and all, don't find fault with me. So like that. I am not as intelligent as all of you. So, like that, she said. इति अभिव्याहृतं तस्य
इति अविवादृतं तस्य
आकर्ण्यासुरपुङ्गवान्
आकर्ण्यासुरपुङ्गवा
अप्रमाणाविदस्तस्या
अप्रमाणाभिधस्तस्या
तत्ततेति अन्वमंस्तता.
तत्तथेन्यन्वमंसतः. The chiefs of the demons were not very expert in deciding things. Upon hearing the sweet words of Mohini Murti, they immediately assented. Yes, yes, they answered. What you have said is all right. Thus the demons agreed to accept her decision.
Hmm. Upon hearing the words of Mohini Murti, the chief of the demons, being foolish, immediately assented. Yes, yes, whatever you do, it is agreeable to us. We will not mind you. Do we please do? Because they thought, because she came to us on her own, she likes us so much, she will distribute to us only. Like that they thought. Atoposya kritasnana
अथोपोष्यस्कृता स्नान
hutva cha havisanalam
कृत्वा च हविषानलम्
धत्वा गोविप्रभूतेभ्यः
तत्वा गो विपर्भूतेभ्यः
कृतास्वस्ययान द्विज स्वस्तेन
कृतास्
द्विज
कृतास्वस्यात्यनि द्विजा
यतोपजोषं वाशांसि
यथोपजोषं वासांसि
परिधाया हतानि ते
परिधायाहतानि ते
कुशेषु प्राविशन् सर्वे
कुशेषु प्राविशन् सर्वे
प्राग् अग्रेषु अभिभूषिता
राग अग्रे vishab abhibhushita. Purport. The translation. The demigods and demons then observed a fast. After bathing, they offered clarified butter and oblations into the fire and gave charity to the cow and to the brahmanas and members of other society, namely the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras, who were all rewarded as they deserved. Therefore, thereafter, the demigods and demons performed ritualistic certain ceremonies under the directions of the Brahmanas. Then they dressed themselves with new garments according to their own choice, decorated their bodies with ornaments, and sat facing east on seats made of kushagras.
The devatas and the demons then observed a fast, and after bathing, they offered clarified butter into the fire and gave charity to the cows, the brahmanas, and other living entities as they deserved. Thereafter, the devatas and the demons performed ritualistic ceremonies under the direction of the brahmanas. Then they dressed themselves with new garments, decorated their bodies with new ornaments, and sat on the seats made of kusha grass with the tips facing east. So, whether Lord instructed or is regular custom before honoring, so they need to do this purificatory rituals. So they did. They fasted for a while and then took bath and performed noontime duties, oblations and offering, giving some charity, performing yajna. Everything is done. Then they sat in the line, two different lines, Asuras and Devatas. They fasted before drinking the nectar, which was an auspicious act. They did this after quarreling, seeing Mohini, and then discussing with her. They then took a bath. According to their liking, they put on new clothing. Previously, Asuras immediately, as soon as they found nectar pot and they stole it and then they were about to drink. But now, because Mohini is in front of them, they want to display themselves as the most cultured people. So they followed all the rituals that are being followed before accepting a special prasad or a special lunch, whatever we can say. So something like that. Ahata means cloth fresh from the loom. This is like fresh new clothes. This is the best for all auspicious occasions. They sat on kusha with the tips facing east. They sat on the kusha grass mats, hoping that Mohini Murti will serve nectar only to me, not to others. Something like that. Every demon thought like that only. प्रान्मुखेषुपविष्टेषु
प्राण्मुखेषु पविष्टेषु
सुरेषु दितिजेषु च
सुरेषु दितिजेषु च
धूपामोदितशालायां
धूपामोदितशालायां
जुष्टायां माल्यदीपिकै
जुष्टायां माल्यदीपकैः
तस्यां नरेन्द्रकरभोरुर्
त- तस्यां नरेन्द्रकरो करभोरुर्
उषद्धुकुल. In the book, anything else is there, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, I think the tune is different for this verse.
Okay. I think the first one is simple. This is the one verse online only. Tasyam Narendra Karaboru Shaddukula.
तस्यां नरेन्द्र करभोरुषदुकूल
श्रोणीतटालसगतिर्मदविह्वलाक्षी
श्रोणीतटालसगतिर्मदविह्वलाक्षी
सा कूजति कनकनूपुरसिञ्जितेन
सा कूजति कनकनुपुरसिञ्जितेन
कुम्भस्तनीकलशपाणिरताविवेश
कुम्भस्तनीकलशपाणिरथाविवेश. O king, as the demigods and demons sat facing east in an arena fully decorated with flower garlands and lamps, and fragrant with the smoke of incense, that woman, dressed in a most beautiful sari, her ankle bells tinkling, entered the arena, walking very slowly because of her big, low hips. Her eyes were restless due to youthful pride. Her breasts were like water jugs. Her thighs resembled the trunks of elephants, and she carried a water pot in her hand.
O king, had the devatas and demons sat facing east in an arena, fully decorated with flower garlands and lamps, and fragrant with incense, that woman, dressed in a most beautiful sari, her ankle bells tinkling, entered the arena, walking very slowly because of her large hips. Her eyes were restless due to youthful pride. Her breasts were like water jugs, and her thighs were slender. She carried the pot in her hand. So basically, as they sat, she was walking in the middle of both the parties, Asuras and Devatas. Kuraba means the length from the wrist to the root of the little finger. Basically, the whole hands, the long hands she possessed. So in that way. Tam Sri Sakim Kanaka Kundala Charu Karna
तां श्रीसखीं कनककुण्डलचारुकर्णा
Nasa Kapola Paradevatakhyam
नासाकपोलवदनां परदेवताख्याम्
संवीक्ष्य सम्मुहुरुत्स्मितवीक्षणेन
संवीक्ष्य सम्मुहुर्स्मितवीक्षणेन
देवासुरा विगलितास्तनपट्टिकान्तम्
देवासुरा विगलितस्तनपट्टिकान्ताम्. Her attractive nose and cheeks and her ears, adorned with golden earrings, made her face very beautiful. As she moved, her sari's border on her breast moved slightly aside. When the demigods and demons saw these beautiful features of Mohini Murti, who was glancing at them and slightly smiling, they were all completely enchanted.
Gazing at this form of the Lord, resembling a friend of Lakshmi, whose face had beautiful ears, nose, and cheeks, gold earrings, with the cloth falling from her breast, the devatas and demons become enchanted by her smiling glance. So, as she was walking further, she was slightly smiling. The asuras are looking at her, hoping that okay, she's smiling at me only, she's so attracted to me. The devatas are looking at her as amused by the charming beauty of the Supreme Lord, because they know the Lord only trying to do something. So they were like feeling happy. Though the Lord is the friend of Lakshmi, he became her female friend. Though Narayana is most beautiful among males, you, Lakshmi, should not become proud and think that you are the most beautiful among women. So, normally, even though Lord Vishnu is beautiful, but always Mother Lakshmi's beauty is glorified. But now, Lord assumed a female form in order to rival the beauty of Mother Lakshmi. So, like that, we should take. I, the Supreme Lord, am also the most beautiful among women. To prove this to Lakshmi, he showed this form. She had golden earrings and beautiful nose. So, like that. If at all Mother Lakshmi never ever thought that, so I am the most beautiful than Lord himself. Now, Lord himself took the form of a woman in order to defeat the beauty of Mother Lakshmi. Something like that. Asuranam Shuddhadanam Asuranam Sudadanam
Asuranam Sudhadanam
Sarpanam Iva Durnayam
Sarpanam Iva Durranayam
Matva Jhati Nushamsanam
Atva Jati Nirasasanam
Natam Vyavajadachyutah.
Natvam Vaibhajad Achyuta. Demons are by nature crooked like snakes. Therefore, to distribute a share of the nectar to them was not at all feasible, since this would be as dangerous as supplying milk to a snake. Considering this, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who never falls down, did not deliver a share of nectar to the demon.
So, deciding that it would be improper to give the nectar to the demons who are cruel like snakes, the Lord did not give a share of nectar to them. The Lord knows. Without nectar only, these people are so nasty, so powerful. With nectar, they does not allow the entire universe to sustain. Because Lord is the principal person who is supposed to protect the universe, who is supposed to maintain the universe. So how can he himself allow the asuras become the most powerful people and destroy the system which he himself manifested? How does he do that? He will never. So seeing the demons like the cruel snakes, so that they don't deserve any nectar, Lord does not want to give them even one drop of nectar also. The demons had instructed Mohini to divide the nectar justly. Not giving the nectar to them was the best justice. So they said, whatever you fit right, please do that. So Mohini Murti thought that it is right to give the nectar to Devatas only, not to the Asuras. And she want to do that. So she is simply following the instruction of the Asuras. So there is no fault in her. She is not showing any favoritism. They said what is right. Whoever is the right deserving candidate, they should be getting nectar. So he is doing that same thing. So in that way. Kalpayitva prutak panktir
कल्पयित्वा पृथक् पङ्क्तिर्
ubhayesham jagatpatihi
उभयेषां जगत्पतिः
tamschopaveshayam asa
तांश्चोपवेशयाम् आस
स्वेषु स्वेषु शपङ्क्तिषु.
स्वेषु स्वेषु च पङ्क्तिषु. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Mohini Murti, the Master of the Universe, arranged separate lines for sitting places and seated the demigods and demons according to their positions.
The master of the universe arranged separate lines as sitting places for the devatas and demons and seated them according to their positions. So two different lines for two different category of people. Even on that line also, the eldest will sit in the first and then dhire dhire chota chota ho jayega, like that. They were assigned two different rows according to who would get the nectar. So in that way. Daityan grihita kalaso
दैत्यान् गृहीतकलशो
vanchayan upasancharai
वञ्चयन् उपसञ्चरे
धूरस्तान् पाययाम asa
दूरस्थान् पाययामास
जरा मृत्युहरां सुधाम.
जरामृत्युहरां सुधाम्. Taking the container of nectar in her hands, she first approached the demons, satisfied them with sweet words, and thus cheated them of their share of the nectar. Then she administered the nectar to the demigods who were sitting at a distant place to make them free from invalidity, old age, and death.
Taking the container of nectar in her hands, she first approached the demons and cheated them by her bewildering gestures. Then she administered the nectar which destroys old age and death to the devatas who are sitting at a distant place. So we can say like this. there are two lines. In one line, the devatas are sitting from left to right. We can say that leftmost end we have Indra and all the main devatas, and then slowly other lesser devatas are there. And this end, opposite side, asuras are standing, and the first is the topmost asuras. And as you come further, those who are sitting in front of Indra will be like lesser asuras. So first, matlab, she went to the topmost person, the asuras. From there, she was looking at them, laughing at them, smiling at them. Slowly, she came till the end of the asuras line. She did not distribute. Then she turned to the devatas line and started distributing. Like that, we can take. She treated the demons by slowly moving close to them, while moving her cloth, ornaments, and ankle bells, covering her face, smiling shyly, and moving her eyebrows. So basically, she went through the entire line of the asuras, displaying her amusement, but not giving nectar. So they were happy. So she came in front of me and displaying her beauty, something like that. They thought she would give a little to the devatas to satisfy them and give most to the demons. This is how she treated them. So, like the topmost demons are on that end, and from there she went through the entire demons line. Then she came to the opposite line where devatas are sitting. And even when she began to serve the devatas, the demons thought that no problem. She will give only little, so that they will not complain unnecessarily. And she will complete the devatas line. And when she come to this the asuras line, I am the first person. So I will get the first in the asuras line. Little bit will be given to devatas, 10%, the remaining 90% is for me only. Like that they thought, and they can kept it quiet. They concluded in their mind, we are now drinking the nectar with our ears, eyes, and mind. Because she was laughing, smiling, and speaking smile, pleasing words. So they are drinking nectar through their ears, through their eyes, and through their minds. So then don't worry about the drinking the nectar through mouth. The nectar from the milk ocean cannot be more than this. So for them, the nectar of the word spoken by Mohini Murti, the beautiful glance, the beauty of the Mohini Murti, and the thought that she will be mine, these are more important than the nectar came from milk ocean. What is the use of this ordinary nectar? We simply desire to please her. So she will be with me after life to life for her entire life. She then gave the nectar to the devatas who are seated far off. So in that way. So this is how their thought process. That's why they allowed her to distribute the nectar to devatas initially. But what is the specialty of this nectar? Jara Mrityu Haram. Those who drink this nectar, they will never become old and they will never die. At least as long as their lifespan is allowed. So that's why it is said that all the devatas are always remain youthful. They will never get old because they drank nectar. So there is no old age and there is no death in the heaven. There are four things, na? Janma, Mutyu, Jara, Vyadi. Even Vyadi also not there. Sometimes it may come, but generally it won't be there. So there is no Jara, Vyadi, and Mrityu. There is only Janma. Whenever there, that Janma is also not like our Janma. At our place, the Janma is like 9 months, mother carries the baby, and after childbirth, 10-15 years, the parents have to take the responsibility of rearing the children. But in the heaven, as soon as the parents come together, the mother becomes pregnant. In a muhurta time, 45 minutes, the child is delivered. In another 45 minutes, child becomes 16 years teen, and they remain 16 years teen till the end of their lifespan. They will not go further. And their birth and growth, everything will happen in two muhurtas only, just 1.5 hours. In that sense, technically speaking, compared to our place, there is no Janma, there is no Mrityu, there is no Jara, there is no Vyadi in the heavenly abodes. So to say, in comparison to our situation. Whenever they do some grass mistake, they may get Jara, they may get old age also, but in general, it is not. So it's like that. So she began to distribute the devatas from the other end. And this end, the topmost asuras are sitting. They thought that, okay, a little bit for them. Further continues. Te palayantaha samayan
te palayanta samayam
Asura swakritam rupa
asura svakritam napa
Tushnim asan krita sneha
snam krita sneha
Stri vivada jugupsaya.
ada jujupsaya. O king, since the demons had promised to accept whatever the women did, whether just or unjust, now to keep this promise, to show their equilibrium and to save themselves from fighting with the women, they remained silent.
The demons, to keep the agreement which they made with her, because of having great affection for her, remained silent at what she did, with abhorrence for quarreling with a woman. They don't want to quarrel with women. That's why they remained silent. And also, they still believed, she will give only little to Devatas and she will give me the remaining, something like that. They had agreed to let her divide the nectar as she liked without protesting. They disliked quarreling with a woman. So, like that. Then, Tasyam Kurutati Pranaya
Tasyam kritati pranayam
Pranayapaya Katara
pranayapaya kataraham
Bahumanena Chabadha
bahumanena chabadha
Nocho Kinchana Vipriyam.
nochu kinchana vipriyam. The demons had developed affection for Mohini Murti and a kind of faith in her, and they were afraid of disturbing their relationship. Therefore, they showed respect and honor to her words and did not say anything that might disturb their friendship with her.
Because of great attachment to her, fear of losing her friendship, and being restrained by great respect for her, they said nothing which would displease her. They were restrained because of great respect for her, since she said, let these weak devatas drink a little, and you strong heroes wait a moment. Like as they were thinking like that, she said, these weak devatas, let them get small, one drop each, and I will keep more for you. They said nothing at all to displease her. For these six reasons, stating with keeping the agreement, they remained silent. So, like so many reasons, they only said, "Na, either you distribute to among us, you drink yourself, or you give it to somewhere else, someone else." So all these things. Because of all these things, they kept quiet. And she also said, "These weak devatas, let them get little, and I'll give you the remaining." So that's how things are going on. But two or one among the asuras understood. No, there is a conspiracy is going on. Mohini Murthy is going to cheat us. I don't fall victim to this cheating business. So he did something. So that is the remaining part of this chapter. Any questions till now, Hare Krishna?
No, Prabhuji,
No,
thank
No
you.
Prabhuji.
questions, Prabhuji, but like it means the attractive power and bewildering capacity of the Lord is so great. Like means I was wondering that means such a great thing, that nectar for which they had done so much efforts, and they are easily giving to her to distribute. So that is the bewildering capacity of the Lord. Really great.
Same thing happening with us also. हम भी वही कर रहे हैं इधर. We are also working very hard for a big thing, but sometimes small allurements, we simply go away. We forget the aim of life. Not that only asuras are like this. We are also, in one sense, if we carefully observe, we are also like this. It happens many times with us.
Yes.
Devalinga pratichanna
Devalinga pratichanna
swarabhanur samshadi
Varabhanurdeva samsadi
pravishtaha somamabipat
प्रविष्टः सोममापिबत्
चन्द्रार्काभ्यां च सूचितः
चन्द्रार्काभ्यां च सूचिता. Rahu, the demon who causes eclipse of the sun and moon, covered himself with the dress of a demigod, and thus entered the assembly of the demigods and drank nectar without being detected by anyone, even by the supreme personality of Godhead. The moon and the sun, however, because of permanent animosity towards Rahu, understood the situation. Thus, Rahu was detected.
So Rahu, having disguised himself in the dress of a devata, entered the assembly of devatas and drank the nectar. The sun and the moon devatas recognized that he was a demon. All the demons were bewildered and cheated by Mohini, but Rahu and Ketu was not bewildered in order to broadcast the glory of nectar by making his head immortal. So what happened? This Rahu and Ketu were brothers. They were discussing, hey, कुछ तो गोलमाल चल रहा है, हम कुछ करना पड़ेगा. So they kind of slipped from their way, went behind the devatas and assumed the forms of devatas, and somehow other they themselves sat in between sun and moon. So assume that sun was given nectar, then Ketu was given nectar, Ketu swallowed, and Rahu was given nectar, the nectar still in the mouth of Rahu. And suddenly the sun and moon identified, hey भगवान, ये दोनों लोग है ना असुर लोग है, देवता को जैसे रूप धारण करके इधर आके बैठ गए. So though Bhagavatam says only Rahu, but Vishnu Purana says both Rahu and Ketu sat in between, and Ketu already drank, Rahu is about to drink. It is still in the mouth. That time, of course, Mohini Murti knew it, that these are asuras. It is not that Lord does not know. The Paramatma is there everywhere. He knows everything. But still he allowed to display to the world the efficacy of the nectar. When it is said previously, Jara Marana Harim, the nectar will remove the old age and death. So what do you mean by removing old age and death? That will be displayed through this event. He immediately understood the intention of Mohini and entered the line of the Devatas. At first, the Devatas could not recognize him. That is also Paramatma. So, because here the Devatas are like they are in a mood of accepting the nectar, even though somebody else came and sat in between them, they never thought that Asuras will come and sit in between us. So, initially, they thought that some other Devatas only sitting, no problem. But eventually, Paramatma inspired them to look, observe them keenly, and then realize. The sun and the moon, however, recognized him when he sat down. Because they feared him, they could not say, sit in another row. But when he got the nectar and about to drink it, they raised their brows to indicate this is a demon. They indicated to Mother Mohini Murti. So here is the sun, here is the moon, and here is Rahu. And Rahu was drinking the nectar. The nectar is still in the mouth only. And so Mohini Murti immediately cut off his neck. Let us see what happened. Chakre Nakshura
Chakrena Shuradharena
Jahara Pibata Shira
Jaraha Pibata Shira
Haristasya Kabandastu
Haristasya Kabandasu Tu
Sudaya Plavitopatat
Sudhaya Plavitopata
Shirastu Amaratam Nitam
Shirasto Amratam Nittam
Ajograham Achiklapat
Chiklata
Yastu Paruvani Chandrarkau
Yastu Parvani Chandraksha
Abhidhavati Vairadhi.
Abhinidvati Varadhi. The Supreme Personality of God, Hari, using his disc, which was sharp like razor, at once cut off Rahu's head, while when Rahu's head was severed from his body, the body, being untouched by the nectar, could not survive. Rahu's head, however, having been touched by the nectar, became immortal. Thus, Lord Brahma accepted Rahu's head as one of the planets. Since Rahu is an eternal enemy of the moon and the sun, he always tries to attack them on the nights of the full moon and the dark moon.
The Supreme Lord, using the sharp disc, cut off Rahu's head while he was drinking. The body, being untouched by the nectar, fell down dead. The farmer Bajita, not Mohini, cut off his head. The body, not completely inundated with nectar, fell down. So basically, for Ketu, he already swallowed the nectar in the stomach of Ketu. For Rahu, the nectar is still in the mouth. So Mohini Murti or Lord Ajita cut off both the necks. So what happened now? Since the nectar is inside the body of Ketu, the Ketu's body remained intact, head burnt to ashes. For Rahu, the nectar is still in the mouth remained intact, and the body fell dead. So Brahma made Rahu's head, which had become immortal by the nectar, into a planet. With animosity, he still pursues the sun and moon. The head became free of death by drinking the nectar. This is the effect of the nectar shown. Brahma made the head into a planet like the sun and moon. So basically, here the full story is not given. The Vishnu Purana, there is the full story. Because the Ketu's body remained intact, his head got burnt to ashes. Rahu's head remained intact, the whole body burnt to ashes. So Brahma was also there. So Brahma said, what can be done? अभी ये दोनों आदमी को कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. So nearby there was a snake. They cut the snake into two parts. So they joined the snake head to Ketu's body and the snake's body to Rahu's head. So Rahu is a person with snake's body and human head. Ketu is a person with human body and snake head. Like the two people were made. So because they drank nectar, they will live for entire Manvantara. And they are also considered as good as Devatas. So उनको भी कुछ responsibility देना पड़ेगा. Just like Devatas have some responsibility. So Lord Brahma assigned two planets to each of them. The planet which was assigned to Rahu became known as Rahu planet. The planet which was assigned to Ketu became known as Ketu planet. So like that they became the residents of two planets. So here you can see this is Rahu's head and the body snake body. This is Ketu's body and snake head. Rahu and Ketu. This is like full Rahu. Head is here and whole body is snake body. So here you can see Ketu. So whole body is there and snake head. Of course they joined both here. A भी है ऐसे कुछ कोई तो ऐसे बना है. But basically head and human body, human like body. So like that. Pitapraye mrute devair. After this verse we'll take Mataji.
Okay.
Pitapraye mrute devair.
पितप्रायैर्मृते देवैर्
Bhagavan loka bhavana.
भगवान् लोकभावना
Pashyatam asurendranam.
पश्यतामसुरेन्द्राणां
Swam rupam jagruhe hari.
त्वं रूपं जगृहे हरि. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the best friend and well-wisher of the three worlds. Thus, when the demigods had almost finished drinking the nectar, the Lord, in the presence of all the demons, disclosed his original form.
When the Devatas had almost finished drinking the nectar, the Lord, the maintainer of the worlds, disclosed his form to the chiefs of the demons. So after cutting the necks of the both Rahu and Ketu, after finishing distributing the nectar to the Devatas, then Mohini Murti reassumed the form of Lord Ajita. So like that. Though the material conditions were the same, okay, this is for the next verse. Yeah, this is how the Lord successfully distributed the nectar to Devatas only, not to the Asuras. That's how Lord fulfilled his mission. So in that, yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhuji. It means we are saying that because the nectar was in Rahu's mouth, that is why his head became immortal. Na? So, for the
Yes,
Ketu,
yes.
when he already drank, like suppose demigods also drank the nectar, right? So, demigods, when they drank through mouth and then it went inside in the stomach. but their whole body became immortal due to that. So why same thing didn't happen for the
See,
king?
one thing is you just drank. Second, see, wait. One thing is you just drank. Second thing is that you digested afterwards.
Pardon? You next sentence what you said?
You digested it already. When you digest, it spreads all over the body.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Ketu had just drank that.
Just drank. Abhi, na, you are serving one person and he drank, and second person you are serving, they noticed. So it is not yet spread all over the body. It's influenced. So the doubt could be, okay, nectar already touched the mouth of Ketu. Okay, why Ketu's mouth burnt to ashes? The reason is it
That's
touched, but
what.
it went inside. It did not spread through the entire the head. It after digestion only it spreads. In that way.
Okay. So, but then how then the body became immortal? It has not so yet reached the body, na Prabhu?
No, stomach के अंदर गया ना.
हाँ तो गया पर absorption थोड़ी हुआ spread
No,
means
उधर तो है ना. मतलब it is in touch with that ना.
क्योंकि after stomach digest only then the distribution will happen to the body.
See, that is there. I can understand your logic and all, but still it is there. So its neighborings will not get affected.
Okay.
So we cannot apply so much logic here. That is Lord's desire.
Yes, right.
Ah,
Okay, thank you.
okay. So
Correct.
though it is yes, Mataji.
That Rahu Ketu, why they were supposed to be bad if it is in the horoscope and all?
वो पता नहीं. See, they because we have done some bad things, so that result should come to us through a bad person. So bad person is given that responsibility.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Hare Krishna.
हमारा bad karma only coming to us through them, not that they are giving us bad things.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So there are last two verses. Maybe another 5 minutes will take, and when we'll close for today. With this chapter is over. So with that intention, with just 5 more minutes. Though the material conditions were the same for both parties, the devotees achieved success and the demons did not. The moral of the story is stated in the last two verses. Evam suragana samadesha kala
एवं सुरासुरगणाः समदेशकाल
etvarthakarmamatayopi phale vikalpa
हेत्वर्थकर्ममतयोऽपि फले विकल्पः
तत्रामृतं सुरगना फलमञ्जसापुर
तत्रां सुरसुरगणा फलमञ्जसापुर
यत्पादपङ्कजरजा शरणं श्रयणान्न दैत्या.
यत्पादपङ्कजरजश्रयणान् न दैत्यः.
I will read the Mataji, I will read the translation. Though the place, time, cause, materials, the activity and the determination were same for both the devatas and demons, there were different results. Because devatas and demons put the same efforts, same place, same objects, same instrument, everything is same, but the results are different. Why devatas got nectar, Asura did not get nectar? The reason is because the devatas took shelter of the dust of the Lord's lotus feet. They could very easily drink the nectar. The demons, however, not having taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, did not obtain the nectar. That was the main difference. The place was the same, Milk Ocean. The time was the same at every moment for both the parties. The means were the same, using Mandara mountain as the churning rod. The materials were the various herbs thrown into the ocean, same for both. The activity was churning the ocean. The determination was desire to attain nectar. मतलब the point is, it is not that now devatas churned and एक महीने के बाद asuras churned. So there could be some differences in their churning, but both of them churning together only. Everything is same. But in attaining the result, there was alternatives. Attaining the nectar and not attaining the nectar. These are the one party got the nectar, other party did not get. Among them, the devatas attained the result because they took shelter of Lord's lotus feet. The demons did not attain the result since they did not take shelter of Lord's lotus feet. The meaning of the incident is that everyone should serve the Lord. So we may endeavor, but in every endeavor, surrender to Supreme Lord, that will bestow us the best results. That is the understanding. Yat karoshi, yadashnashi, yajjoshi, tadashet, tapasit kaunteya, tatkurushva, madarpanam. Starting from drinking the water, everything that when we do, we should do it as an offering to Supreme Lord, something like that. So the last verse of this chapter, the conclusion. Yadyujyate suvasukarma manovachobhir
Yadyujyate suvasukarma manovachobhi
देहात्मजादिषु पृथक्त्वात्
देहात्मजादिषु नृपस्तदसत् पृथक्त्वात्
तैरेव सद्भवति यत् क्रियते पृथक्त्वात्
तैरेव सद्भवति यत् क्रियते पृथक्त्वात्
सर्वस्य तद्भवति मूलनिशेषणं यत्
सर्वस्य तद्भवति मूलनिषेचनं यत्
Utilizing one's prana, wealth, actions, mind, and words for maintaining one's body, sons, and others is not proper, since this endeavor is separate from the Lord. Utilizing the same things for service to Supreme Lord is proper, since this endeavor is not separate from the Lord. This is service to all beings, since it is watering the root. So basically, people in general utilize their prana, their wealth, their activities, their mind, and words just to maintain their family. But that is not proper. We have to employ all these things in the service of the Supreme Lord. Because in serving the Lord, we serve everyone. That includes the family also. So that is the understanding. Whatever is used for this body or sons by one's prana, wealth, actions, mind, and words is temporary. Using the senses, mind, and wealth is simply for the body is useless. Why? This is because it is separate, like watering the branches of a tree. The body is separate from the self. So taking care of the body simply our body and our extended bodies is like watering the branches. But taking care of the Supreme Lord, Atma and Paramatma, is like watering the roots. Just as one thinks the branches are separate from the root and water the branches instead of the root, the fool serves the body instead of serving the Lord. Using the pranas, wealth, and senses for the Lord is correct. Why? It is not separate from the Lord. It is like watering the root. If somebody says that, hey, these branches are only giving the fruits and flowers, let me only water to the branches. I don't need the root is unnecessarily waste. It is waste part of the tree. I don't water the root. Then whole tree will die one day. That is what will happen. One is bound in this material world. But if we water to the root of the tree, the entire tree grows full of flowers and fruits. Same way, when we serve the Lord and service to everyone will be taken place. Just as one water the root, understanding that the branch is not separate from the root. So one serves the Lord, understanding that everyone is an expansion of the Supreme Lord. Mamai Vamsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. This service is actually service to all beings from Brahma to non-moving beings. Because this is watering the root. So in serving the Lord, one serves everyone, which is like the watering the root of a tree. So this is this entire chapter. In one sense, the episode of Samudra Manthan. This is like ninth chapter. Still, two to three more chapters are there. In next chapter, there is fight because Asuras who saw how the Lord appeared as Mohini Murti bewildered Asuras and they distributed the nectar to Devatas only, putting them under delusion. The Asuras become so angry and they immediately pick up their weapons and they began to attack all the Devatas. There is a wonderful fight. The fight is described in the upcoming chapters. Uh, so that we will discuss in our next class. So, any
Hare
closing remarks? Mataji.
Prabhuji, like it was mentioned in the third last verse that Lord manifested himself, his own real form But
Hmm.
when Mohini Murthy used the Sudarshan Chakra to kill Rahu, that time only demons must have known na Prabhuji, because only Lord uses the Sudarshan Chakra.
No, Lord used Sudarshan Chakra, but still Mohini Murthy used. That's why it is said na in the bracket in the notes if you see, not Mohini Murthy but Lord Ajita used the Sudarshan Chakra.
Oh, Mohini Murthy didn't use the Sudarshan Chakra.
That's what it is mentioned there in the notes. Hmm. The farm of Ajita, not Mohini, cut off
Oh,
his head.
okay.
Though in the picture is shown like that, but
That
uh,
picture is that. Okay, okay.
so see exactly because Bhagavatam does not give complete details, so we may have to assume few things. Vishnu Purana, if you read, we'll get exact details what exactly happened. Whether the serving the nectar is completed by Sun Moon itself, or it is still further she continued, or whatever it is.
Okay.
So. mm, So this
Prabhuji,
makes sense. This makes sense because Mohini is
yes,
still
yes,
holding the nectar and Lord Ajita cut off his neck. So because
right.
Lord Ajita from the beginning is siding the Devatas, so kuch impartiality is there. The Asuras
And
could
they
not.
know that Lord Ajita is a
Hmm.
form of Vishnu, like
But
that.
in one sense, even the Rahuketu did not die completely. Even though Lord Ajita cut off their necks, but they did not die completely. Even though Asuras might have become angry, but still they hoped. So Mohini will not discourage us. Mohini will not cheat us. She will give us some nectar. So they still hope for that. That's why they could have allowed Mohini to distribute further.
Okay, okay,
Mm,
yeah, okay. Thank you for
yeah. Any other devotees have?
No, Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Okay. So then fine. We'll stop for
Hare
today here.
Krishna.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, I had some question regarding Dhanvantari. Can you ask, or should I just put it
No, no.
later on?
Quickly ask.
For health purposes, sometimes I've seen some devotees also reciting Dhanvantari mantras. So Dhanvantari
Mm,
being the incarnation of Vishnu himself,
mm.
as devotees, can we do it or we cannot do it? I mean, just
No problem. We can do it. As a devotee, do we go to doctor or not?
of course we go.
हाँ then डॉक्टर के पास जा रहे हैं better much better than that is going to धन्वंतरी
Okay, okay, that was the
हाँ
only question.
हकामा सर्वकामो व मोक्षकामो उदर्दि तीव्रेण भक्ति योगेन यजत पुरुषं para.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, if health is not good, what bhakti we will do?
Yeah,
One is
true.
not praying for good health so that one will do sense gratification. No, if that is not that is the purpose, then there is something wrong. But if the purpose
Hmm.
is, my dear Lord, please give me good health so that I can do more bhakti, then that is the best thing that one can ask the Lord.
Okay, so it's
Mm.
okay to
Mm.
recite his
Mm.
mantras.
Yes.
Okay,
Hare
that's it.
Krishna,
That's it.
Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Mataji.
Same way, Prabhuji, it is said that Lord Aniruddha is the presiding deity of the mind. Lord Shiva is the presiding deity of
Mm.
Ahankar. So that way, as devotees, they can pray to these personalities.
Yes. Ultimately, the purpose is to serve the Lord.
Okay.
We are doing na. Whenever some devotee falls sick, we request the devotees to pray. Whenever they in Maharaj falls sick, we pray to Narsingadev. We chant Narsingadev mantra and all. We do. It is not something new. We are
Yes.
doing already.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay.
Mm. So nothing new here. We are already doing. So there is nothing harm.
Prabhuji, one last thing, like when
Mm.
we are talking about this nectar giving immortality to the demigods, so this immortality is also for one Manvantara period, na? Prabhuji?
Yes. One mantra. This here immortality means whatever is your lifespan, you will live that long. In between कुछ नहीं होगा आपको. That guarantee is given.
Whatever your lifespan means, Prabhuji, means all the demigods live for one Manvantara like that.
Yes. Yeah, their lifespan is one mantra.
Okay, okay,
Mm.
Prabhuji, thank you.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here for today. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. So one small note.